For the first time that I've ever done this show, it's going to be 1,000 shows, most likely by football season. We are doing nothing but baseball tonight. What a great day for baseball. And I'm going to kill the Mets and the Yankees tonight. And I cannot wait. And to hear these suck-ups on M.L.B. Network making excuses for the Mets was absolutely disgraceful. They should all lose their jobs the way they tried to protect the Mets today. And the Mets are the biggest losers probably in the history of baseball. Or over $300 million payroll, and they're going to come back in 25. Are you fucking serious, Mets? Oh, I'm loving this. God damn, I'm loving this. Let's get this started. I'm looking at the trades right now, and I'll break them down. The trade that stunned me, and I found out this 10 minutes ago. And I always said about this woman, don't underestimate her. Okay? Now, I'm going to get to the Marlins, but first, Ryan Yarbrough goes to the Dodgers. See what they gave up. Okay. I'm going to say something about Eduardo Rodriguez also. He did something today which stunned the baseball world. And I'll get to that. Okay? I'll get to that. I like that trade for the Royals because they got two very good prospects. Scott Barlow goes to the Padres. You're going to get somebody from the Padres. It's going to be a good deal for you. So the Royals picking up prospects today. Good for them. I like that trade for both teams. All right, this trade here. Now, I'll save the Marlins for last. I'm going to be up here for a while talking nothing but baseball, folks. And I couldn't believe the Angels made another trade. I'll get to them in a second. Ooh, I'll get to Josh Bell. Okay. The Yankees acquire Kenyon Middleton. All right, that's a good little setup guy. Nothing special. Now, this trade here, I love because he's been pitching so much better lately. And this guy could re-sign with this team because this team is very close to be a juggernaut. And that is the Baltimore Orioles today. Fleecing Jack Flaherty. And he's pitching at the right time, the way he should pitch. He's pitching for his money now. Cardinals get Prieto and Rom out of this. I'm going to tell you something. Guys like Justin Verlander, who didn't want to go to Baltimore, that, to me, you go back to Houston, fine, Astros, and Texas. Texas got Max Scherzer. And by the way, here in New York, folks, this weekend, Verlander will pitch this weekend at Yankee Stadium against the Yankees. Okay, let me see. A lot of people think the Cardinals fleeced the Orioles in this. Fleeced the Orioles in this. As Orioles gave up their 16th and 18th prospects. If I'm Jack, you're going to make the playoffs. You're probably going to have home field throughout. You got Houston next week. I will cover that entire series as Houston goes to Baltimore next week. That will be the games Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night in here. And I'll be doing play-by-play of those 3 games. It's the biggest series probably of the year in baseball. Baltimore already whipped up on Texas, and nobody in the Central matters. Indians waved the flag. I'm very disappointed in them. And but this trade here, I like a lot for the Orioles. I do. Flaherty's pitching well lately, and they're going to need a guy like him come playoff time. I don't care about Tommy Pham. He's a clubhouse lawyer. Who cares? The Mets went today and had a fire sale. Whoever is in the chat, I'll say what's up in a second. I know Manzano's in there. I know Kane's in there. And I haven't gotten to the biggest trade yet. I'm gonna save again the Marlins for last. Talk about them. All right, Verlander goes back to Houston. The Mets get two very good prospects back, two outfielders, something that the Mets have been lacking for years. And they got themselves two young outfielders who look pretty damn good from all the reports. And I like that trade, of course, for the Stros. The Stros pump prospects. They don't care. Right, the Brewers are loading up. They got Andrew Chafin from Arizona for Pete Siricki. I like that trade for the Brewers, of course. Got themselves a nice power left-hander in the bullpen for playoff time. Phillies get Lorenzen, an excellent deal by the Phillies. Dave Dombrowski waving his magic wand again. That's why Dave is one of the greatest of all time. And Hao Yu Lee goes to the Tigers. Very good second base prospect. So Dave doesn't care. And I already said to Verlander going back to Houston. Paul DeJong, where the hell this guy's been the last 3 years? Missing in action. Blue Jays pick him up because Bichette's out for the year, it's looking like. And it's a good deal, and maybe Paul DeJong can rejuvenate his career because he was really suffering in St. Louis. Rich Hill and Gilman Choi go to the Padres. The Padres didn't have a fire sale. I guess their asking price for some of their players was too much. A lot of people think they're going to make a late run. The Padres. I'm going to look in the chat in a second. Pirates always know how to scout good prospect. Brian Hand goes to the Braves, and I was watching the Braves pregame show because they're playing the Angels tonight. And the Braves are excited to have them. Braves up 1-0 in the fourth, packed house in Atlanta. So, do I like this trade? Let me say what's up to the chat room as I'm talking about these trades. Well, I like that teams were very. I tried to tell people 2 weeks ago. There's a lot of teams in the pennant race, man. You know, the question is, did the Yankees wave the white towel? That's what people want to know. Did they? I don't know if the Yankees waved the white towel. I can't say. Let me see what's in there. Don Philly's in here. What's up, family? Jims is here tonight. 305's here tonight. Let me see who else. It's good to see. I'm going to say what's up to all you guys right now. Then I'll get back to the trades. I want to talk about the Marlins. And I'm going to do the Angels too, because the Angels had a good week, a good couple of days. I'm very proud of the Angels. It's about goddamn time. But the Angels showed us something, and their fan base something. I'm going to drop the link, Canes, when I finish. Wait till I'm finished. Jeez, damn, bro. This is the reason why I do what I do. The link can wait for a while. It's gonna be a while, Kane. So go eat your dinner, then roll back up here. I'll be ready by then because this is some good shit. Jordan Love, another spectacular day. Tua had a great day today. Some of the quarterbacks who played well, Hopkins dominated down in Tennessee. Those are some of the guys who had a good day today. In football, I'll go for that. Oh, I can't wait to talk about the Angels and the Marlins in a few minutes. Woo. 305 in the building. Dow boy. 305 in the building. God damn it. It's good to see you, boy. And every guy up here except Arenado that I put in the headline, I'm surprised the Cardinals didn't trade Arenado because you know what? If you don't got good pitching, you're going to be in the same place right now you are next year. I'm going to take a look at baseball's free agent list because there is one player that was traded tonight that caught me off guard. And I'm going to get to that trade in a minute. In a minute. Let me get back to it. 305 in the house. Don Philly in the house. Say what's up to him. Woo! Philly. Let me see. Okay, I know he put. Say what's up to my brother Don Philly. Eagles open training camp. Let's see, make sure got him right. Good to see everybody. Ravens in the building. I'll tell you, they don't play no more this year, which is sad with the new baseball scheduling. But boy, Houston and Texas in the American League, wow, that is going to be some series, folks. It's hot. Yeah, it's humid here, boy, I can tell you that. There we go. Don Philly in the building. Say what's up to him. Yo, what's up, bro? Say what's up to him. My man in the building. Oh, we're gonna talk tonight. Yo, Tess, give me like a couple, and then I'll bring you on. I'll bring everybody up. Raven in the building. Raven Knight in the building with the new love in his life. Good to see Raven in the building. Raven Knight, everybody. I'm gonna bring iTest up, but I'm gonna talk about the Marlins. So since Test is up here, I'll bring him up, talk a little NFL, and then we're gonna talk big about the Florida Marlins. Boy, what a day they had! Wow. Woo! See who else is in here. I'll say what's up to Lurk in a second. Anybody else? Anybody else? Oh, Jims. Say what's up to our boy Jims. Gonna be my color commentator, and maybe he'll be the play-by-play guy. We do doubleheader Wednesday and Friday nights in the NBA. Jims in the building. Jim's in the building, everybody. Let me get eye tests up here. Too bad 305's not here. I would love to have him up here. God damn. Because whenever you get someone from Sports Illustrated up here, you talk to, you get them up here. So Test is in the building. Here's the link. Lurk TV in the house. Got some football question to ask him. But I definitely want to do the Marlins. I want to give that beautiful lady, Kim In, all the flowers she deserves. While Tess will come up, let me get through the rest of what happened in baseball today. Sam Moe, another power left-hander, goes to the Reds. That's a good deal for the Reds. Very good deal for them. The Cubs bragged about it, and they pulled the trigger. Candelario goes from the Nationals to the Cubs. That's a great deal. Cubs are all in. And I think the Cubs will pull a playoff spot out. I don't care about Makaha. Who cares? I mean, the media pumping up the Mets like, bro, it wasn't this the $300 million machine that the so-called Mr. Cone built? The man who took a big bite of the apple, talking all that shit about, I'll do one more than the Yankees, and look where the Mets ended up. You guessed it, right in the goddamn toilet full of diarrhea shit. You better believe that. Seawold leaves the Mariners to the Diamondbacks. That's a very good trade for the Diamondbacks. I don't know about Seattle, I wonder. Aaron Savali, that's his trade was yesterday. He goes to the Rays. Why are you trading one of your best setup men? Indians just waved the towel this year. I'm very disappointed. I know Mr. Miami's loving every minute. Indians waved the towel. Let me see my man's up here. Not up here yet. Montgomery goes to Texas. And Chris Stratton, that's a good move for the Cardinals. Let me see what the Cardinals got in return. See what the Cardinals got. Yeah, that's a good deal for the Cardinals, for both teams, but more for the Cardinals. Cardinals are doing it smart. They're stacking up their minor league system. The Angels did a great job. I mean, bringing back guys who were from the organization to begin with, and Grichuk and C.J. Cron. I may have to run out to Citi Field in a couple of weeks to see my boys play. Taylor Hearn, and Nicky Lopez will swap. Good trade for both teams. Blue Jays got Jordan Hicks. Boy, did the Orioles get rid of him quick. Oh, I'm wrong. That's Jordan Hicks, the power throwing to Toronto. Trying to hang it. I don't know if Toronto's going to make it, though, because they're Toronto. I know about Max Scherzer. That's not what I want to read. All right, they're not going to tell me. So let me look at the Marlins real quick. And then, where are they? Florida. Let me take a look at Miami. And let me see if they got the trade that they did not announce here. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Okay. Not what I care about. Oh, so it didn't happen. All right, whoever wants to come up, come up. I thought that I read something, and this is why I was pumped up to get up here. Ravens talking about 107-degree temperature. Yo, you didn't do nothing wrong, Canes. Get up here. I already dropped the link, bro. You didn't do nothing wrong. I thought I read something tonight where I was gonna celebrate. Oh, let me see something. I'll let you know who else looked good today around the NFL at training camp. I don't think the Dodgers did enough. If there was one team that really didn't do what people thought they would do, it was the Dodgers. All right. Forget the Marlins. I'll skip them. I thought they made a bigger trade. Ravens stuck in traffic. All right. So since nobody's popping up, let me go to NFL and let you know who stood out today. I can tell you right now, Jordan Love was spectacular again today. He has had uh, 3 great days in a row. And what he's doing now at practice that's getting people oohing and ah is that he is now throwing off balance, using that terrific arm talent that he has, and he looks good. Tua had a good day today. Look. Desmond Ritter looked good today. Aaron Rodgers has hinted he's going to play a little longer in the NFL. Michael Parsons accidentally hit Dak Prescott at practice. Dak not happy about that. Uh, Hackett embarrassed that Sean Payton called him out like he did. I thought it was funny, but I do understand the human part of that. Waiting for eye test to pop up here. Anyone else want to come? Oh, it's 3:05 will be coming up here. Oh, the Philadelphia Eagles announced today that they will be wearing their throwback Reggie White jerseys from the mid 80s against the Dolphins on Sunday Night Football Week 7. So the Eagles will be wearing their throwback jerseys that night against the Dolphins. They announced. So that's going to be fun. You know, Miami wearing their white uniforms, and Miami's going to wear the piece of shit uniforms they have now against that beautiful Kelly green. McLaren had a monster day today at practice for the Redskins. And again, Desmond Ritter keeps getting better and better by the day. That's a good sign for Atlanta. Atlanta got a lot of talent. So, what a day for a lot of these guys in the NFL today. Looking good. I don't know about these other guys. I think some guys like Derek Carr, because the division's easy and they're not really playing nobody on a third place schedule, is getting too much hype. You know his brother's gonna. That you want me to talk about that 3:05? All right, Josh Bell. I like this trade for the Marlins because now that gives him a switch hitting power bat, and I think Bell back in the National League and in a pennant race, he'll be motivated to play well. I think in San Diego's too many egos and personalities in that lineup, in that locker room, led by Manny Machado. But with the Marlins, He could just relax, do his thing. That was a good move by Kimming, making that move today. I thought she made another move, and I said, I gotta get up here talking some baseball today, but she didn't. So it's all good. It's all good. Trying to look somewhere else who had a good day around the NFL. You know. I guess Josh Bell will play first base for the Marlins. Because Verlander is going to DH. It's a good little club they got. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let me see what Parsons did to the offensive line today. Damn. Totally abuses Tyron Smith. I told you guys about Parsons. All right. Ronald Jones has been suspended today for 2 games because of PED use. All right. Kay Adams, remember her? Aaron Rodgers on her show today on Barstool. So Kay Adams had him today. George Pickens said that he is the best receiver in the world. So that circus catch he made, you can see why he thinks that way. Aaron Rodgers showing leadership. That is absolutely correct. Lamar Jackson running down the aisle, and a little kid was dancing because he slapped his hand. I wonder about these children sometimes. All right, Kamara is going to meet with Goodell very soon. And he wants to do it, tell his side of the story. And this Jonathan Taylor crap is crazy. Let me tell you that right now. That shit doesn't look. Yeah, from Good Morning Football. Yes, 305. Yes, that shit don't make no sense. So I don't know what to say about the Jonathan Taylor situation. That's crazy. Boy, these DBs are making great interceptions in training camp. I don't know about that. Aaron did. Aaron did uh, warn Sean Payton as Christian McCaffrey, I guess, traded a pair of gloves for some Oreos today. All right, Kenneth Walker again. I told you, fantasy people, not to draft this guy high. Both their running backs are out. That's Seattle for you. I don't know if it's the practices. I can't. I can't answer that. Browns, probably the most intense training camp I've seen of the training camps. Players fighting each other. Uh, Players had to run sprints today for punishment. So everything you thought would be happening. Baseball had a good day. Football is live football on Thursday night. I will not be up here. I don't care about men being cut playing in front of family and friends. Raven says a crazy evening out there. Next week, I don't even care about the exhibition because the Stars are not going to play much. But the week after, the late game, that Saturday night, which is August the 19th, the early game, I forgot what it is. The middle game is Miami at Houston, and the regulars should play half of the late game. Wow. And they'll play the week after Thanksgiving in Arlington. These Cowboys will be in Seattle in 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that. Whenever the Cowboys and the Seahawks play, there's always some good entertainment. So I'm looking forward to Dallas and Seattle in 2 weeks from this Saturday coming up. August the 19th. That should be the fantasy football weekend. And what do that mean, folks? Is everybody, I think they're going to push it back to the 26th and the 27th this year. And I think the reason is because football has a dead week before the season. And trust me, folks, it is going to be a dead week. NFL. Now that the trade deadline is done, we'll probably have a bullshit Wednesday show or Thursday where you guys can talk about what the hell you want to talk about. Okay. Man. The homers over there. Find out something. Browns were punished. You know, some teams you don't buy the hype. Baltimore is one of those teams. You know, they're going crazy over Lamar and this guy. I don't hear that shit. Let's see him prove it. Okay, Lamar Jackson's another quarterback on my crosshairs. And again, Rodgers is going to play long, folks. He's looking at 3 years. He's going to get a 7-year extension. All right, it'll be Zach Wilson against Kellen Mond Thursday night. Good luck with that. Enjoy that game Thursday night. I'll be off Thursday. So, 305 said ECW. I feel you, bro. The great Joe Thomas is going in. So I'll be off on Thursday. And Be back Friday night. We're going to do a celebration of Zach Thomas going to the Hall of Fame. Speaking of that, I'm going to celebrate a couple Hall of Famers tonight before I get off the air. Let me see. Aaron loves New York so much that he really wants to go back. Good for him. Right, Brock Purdy says his injured elbow feels great. That's good for Brock. Sam Howell and Terry McLaren building a rapport at Commander's camp. That's good. So, in D.C., it's Sam Howell mania. Jameson Williams turning heads, but he's going to be suspended the first 6 games. Who cares? That's the mentality of Detroit Lions, how pathetic they've been for years. Garrett Wilson will be back on Saturday. That is good for fantasy football owners. I'm going to have Gambling Fridays with me and Platinum Elite. Giants receivers trying to prove that they're underrated. Same old shit. Jackson Smith and Ingba continues to impress out in Seattle. I'll skip Michael Thomas. I don't care about him. All right, Mikael Becton is making progress. He is slimmed down, I tell you. That's a big boy. Will the Jets ever get him on track? All right, off of blank is very impressed with his third-round quarterback from a year ago, Desmond Ridder. So off of blank is very pleased with this young man. I can't wait to see him. I'll see him against Miami in matter of fact, next weekend. Falcons and Dolphins next weekend in Miami. So I'll get to see him then. Cowboys may bring back Elliott. Good luck with that one. Peyton Manning yesterday was at Packer camp to talk to Matt LaFleur. What he saw yesterday was probably Jordan Love's best day. You could say that. Sunday, he was just incredible on Sunday. Jordan was ridiculous on Sunday. And Peyton Manning addressed the team, and all the players were in awe. Russell Wilson's made a lot of progress, according to Coach Sean Payton. Good for Russ. Green Bay poison Mr. Kennedy. Phillies up 3-1 the Marlins. Yeah, straight football season next week. You got that right. Let's check out the game since Mr. Miami bought that. It's good to have Mr. Miami. I wish he was up here. But he's enjoying his wrestling. Oh boy. NFL. Tomorrow we'll bullshit tomorrow. Whatever you like. I'll be on early tomorrow 'cause I want to get out early. Plus 305 is not gonna, 305 is disabled. So I'll probably give you guys a 5:30, 6:15 start. And we'll be up here shooting the shit. Talk whatever you want. What the hell I was gonna look for? Let's see. Yeah, what the hell I want to look for? No, I was thinking about it when I was talking about Mr. Miami. Let me see. Phoenix Suns got new uniforms. Who cares? They get new uniforms every goddamn day, it looks like. Okay. I'm just chilling. Got a picture of a UFO coming out of the water. Over Mexico. Yeah, people say in Mexico you see UFOs everywhere. And there's a picture right here with two of them coming out of the water. I think that's one of the reasons why the ocean is so dangerous more than the sky. And maybe because they've been camping out there for all these years. And I think the world knows it. There's not saying nothing about it. But yeah, I'm looking at it right. These are UFOs coming out of the water in Mexico. I asked my nephew, did he see one? He said, yeah. He said at the time it was his girlfriend, now his fiance. She was kind of spooked about it. She wasn't scared, just spooked. But they're down there. You go to Mexico, you see it all the time. All right, Devontae Adams is at it again. I told people that him and Jimmy G and the clown coach wasn't going to work in Vegas. And the world, and of course, Craig Carton and his bullshit ass. I know Craig very well. He's talking about the Jets. I could see it, but the Giants, really? No, if I'm Devontae Adams, I go back to Green Bay. Make bygones be bygones. No, the quarterback right up there right now, folks, is looking real good right now. And I'm gonna see Jordan Love. We all gonna see Jordan Love week 1 at Chicago against Mr. Swag, Justin Fields. And that should be a lot of fun. Opening day. I'll have Miami and the Chargers in front of me on my lap. Lap means laptop. So should be fun. Let me get that shit up here. I knew I was something I wanted to have up here. That's what it was. Check a look at the fantasy football ratings. There we go. You know me. I'm just chilling up here. Mm. Boy, we got some gambling up here. I heard, I wasn't up here, folks. I heard that Earl Spence got his ass kicked by Crawford the other night. Stephen A. Smith was talking about was the best he's ever seen. Um, Crawford. I don't follow boxing. It's not one of my expertise or that stupid cage fighting that people love. That's not me. You know. Here I go. See if anybody moved up. Because over the weekend, boy, we had some move ups and move downs very, very quickly. All right, it looks the same from when I saw it on what night I was up here again? Was I up here Sunday night? I don't think I was. Maybe I was. You forget the time when you're doing this so much. All right, Josh Jacobs moved back up. Let me see who moved down. Okay, Brees Hall keeps slipping, and Joe Mixon keeps climbing. I don't know why that is. I can't explain that one, folks. I just can't explain that one. I watch these fantasy rankings like people watch the stock market. Kenneth Walker should be sliding by now. I mean, this guy is injury prone. Jameer Gibbs fell back down good. That's all fantasy right there. Alexander Madison moved a lot. Ridley, that's another player that's having a monster camp. Oh my God, it's Calvin Ridley having a monster camp, bro. Whew. Well, I keep hearing again about young Sam Howell, and he looking better and better each day. Nicer was impressed with Crawford. You know me, I don't watch the stuff. The sport I'm just finished talking about right now, it's a sport that I focus on more than anything else. Nicer in the building. Have nice, yeah, nicer. Once you pull up, come on, pull up. Ooh, boy, already done 90 minutes of this. Yeah, Miami loves that professional wrestling. Gets ready for SummerSlam this weekend. I hope that makes you feel better, family. Whenever a celebration, like next weekend's 50 years of hip hop, whenever a celebration has been, especially where it's from, not celebrated much, like hip hop here in the Bronx, that tells you one thing: it's sold out. And that's no lie. You would think you'll see t-shirts everywhere, memorabilia everywhere, and instead you get a dud. And I heard they're gonna have a big concert, I think next weekend at Yankee Stadium. Now, 25 years ago, when Peter Guns and Lord Tariq wanted to do the video of the Bronx, they did a song after that. Um, Yankees said no. The Mets said, "Come on to Shea Stadium and film it," even though the song was about the Bronx. What a change! 50 years, isn't it? 24 years, 25 years. Yeah, 25 years ago. What a change, isn't it? 25 years ago, they didn't even celebrate the 25th year of hip hop. But the word on the street is Kool Herc sold out, so he can get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And believe it or not, guys like Cartagena, you know him as Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes, they're getting all the foreigners, otherwise, they're getting all the credit for it. That's a banger still today. Yeah. So when you let the man take away your things, it's like you have middle class parents and they buy you everything, but then you give it to your friends. That shit makes no sense. But a lot of kids did that growing up. I didn't do that. I didn't give my stuff to so-called friends. And you know what? I'm gonna be real with this statement right now. A lot of black men, when they were young boys, I bet you, one of the things that happened to them in life is that people, we used to call it back in the day, Vic. You got Vicked. Not Michael Vick, you got Vic. That means you got robbed. And I think it's sad that, and Tariq Nasheed said he was going to do a movie on it. The movie hasn't come out yet. I don't even think he's filming yet. And the anniversary was supposed to be in a park where I grew up at next week because Kool Herc lived a block away from where I grew up at. And you don't hear nothing. I mean, nothing about 50 years of hip hop here in the Bronx. No, you don't even see t-shirts. And remember, and let me throw in one more thing. This is going to be racial, but this is a fact. You would think they would have brothers and sisters running the Hall of Fame, right? I mean, the Hip Hop Museum, right? No. You got Puerto Rican, Dominican. Of course, you know, black women are always in cahoots with any race of men that's not black. And, you know, they're in cahoots with them. So it's a damn shame that the heritage that brought this shit about, and I was there at the beginning, folks. I'm not talking about 1973. I came along in 1978. I was at those street jams. That's what we called it back then. You fools today will call it a concert. We called it a street jam in schoolyards, parks, PAL. They had it everywhere. Okay. And to see all this bullshit that going on, I think it's a dark eye that fat ass Joey Cartagena, aka Fat Joe, uh, is now the czar of hip hop. That is as goddamn as a joke as I've ever seen in A. That's niggas' fault. They let them take it away. And when the man take your jobs and your career, well, women could get through with it if they're not high, if they're high tier, the PhD hoes, they can get away with it because they're sleeping with the man. But the rest of these chicks, these cubicle hoes, a lot of them will be losing their jobs very soon. Okay. So you want to be with everybody else and do everything with everybody else. Okay. And that's why all you losers, all you sellouts are gonna lose at the end of the day. I promise you that. Yeah, Fat Joe's music is crap. I agree with. Marquee was good, but I didn't really like '80s hip hop. But that's what we got going on right now. Not. You only hear fat ass Shirley. What's her name? Sherry Shepherd talking about it. Her fat ass was bragging about a couple of months ago that she was on the podium. I mean, on dancing to DJ Kool Herc scratching. Let me tell DJ Kool Herc something, motherfucker. You better remember that your claim to fame, nigga, was at Ecstasy Garage in Harlem World, not no fucking Hollywood party, nigga. Remember that, motherfucker. I was there when you had the battle with Kool Herc and the Herculoids, nigga, and Mercedes ladies. I was at Ecstasy that night. That's right, nigga. Rocking my chain, rocking my fucking bear coat, nigga. Wearing my Adidas and my plaids, nigga. I was there that night. My cousin was with me. Okay? So, nigga, remember where you come from. And your fucking black ass don't come from celebrating with Sherry Shepherd. Okay? Remember where you came from, Clark Kent. Remember that. Jerry Curls. I don't know about trap music. I don't listen to that. Let me see if Nice is ready. Nice is not ready yet. Yeah, so you
Hey,
youngin,
what's up, Mace?
how you doing?
I'm good. I'm just listening to you tell the whole story, because you was there front and center, So
Oh,
I'm just glad to be getting it, straight from the horse's mouth. You know what I'm saying?
it makes me sick to see these guys. And remember, these guys are in their 60s, folks. These guys are not in their 30s and their 40s. These guys are in their 60s now. Okay? They are. All right. And give them credit. I'm not taking nothing away from those guys. For them to be DJing for the stars, they're getting paid a lot of money. But to hear fat ass Sherry Shepherd act like she was there from day one, bitch, you was nowhere near. Okay, you was nowhere near out there in Kips Bay. Okay, your fat ass was a little girl hopping rope in Chicago, just like you told that story today. That's what you was doing. He was playing hopscotch and skipping rope, and she's a damn good. Let me give Sherry Shepherd some love. She's a damn good jump roper. Oh, she was good. She's good. That's the one thing about women. You gotta say the same for what we say about us guys, women too. Once they know how to do something growing up, they don't forget. And one of the things that young girls did back in the 70s, the 80s, and probably the 90s was jump rope. Was you a jump roper, Nice?
Yeah, I was growing up in the '90s. I still seen that. I really wasn't into it myself. You see my neighbors, the little black girls across the street,
Mm-hmm.
playing double dutch all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Shepherd's tremendous. She can do it. She can do it. Shout out to her. I'm just ripping her a little bit because she was braggadocious a couple months ago that she was at some Hollywood gala with DJ Clark Kent. Like, and of course she knows Clark Kent. She's a celebrity. But does she really know the origins of DJ Clark Kent? Hell to the effing no. As Mr. Miami would say, hell nah. That's for you,
Shout out to
305. Since
305.
we can't, we're gonna miss your laugh for a couple of weeks. There you go, 305. Oh hell nah. Yeah, LL Cool J was in the streets though. He lived in a nice secluded area at the end of Queens called Hollis. Same home of Run DMC and Mark Jackson, the basketball player, who got fired today. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. There you go. Mr. Miami says in the chat. Oh, hell nah. Oh, man. How was your day, Nicer?
It was pretty good. Kuda had a music show earlier this morning, so it's always it always makes my day the music shows, watching him make beats and get to chop it up, him and Curlin, just talking music, and he did another show after that this afternoon, and I caught a little bit of that. But yeah, I had a pretty good day. How was your day?
Very good, thank you. Very, very good. I missed you guys yesterday. Um,
Let's see, yeah, yesterday was pretty quiet.
sure
I
was.
did Ty City did a really good show. He was interviewing a young man that worked for this trucking company that recently fired all his people. So I caught a little bit of that show. I see, was Romeo live earlier yesterday too? I
He was
Yeah,
on
yeah, he
today.
was. I caught that show as
He
well.
was
But
on
yeah.
today too.
Oh,
Romeo
he
was
was
on
on
today.
today. I didn't even know.
He was talking about Boyce Watkins today. Divestors today.
Oh, okay.
I didn't listen to it, but I saw the thumbnail that he was on. I think it was on. Ramil usually come on 9 o'clock, 9:15 in the morning. So
Yeah.
he
Yep.
was on this morning. I didn't listen to it, but I gotta hit him up with something. Me and him, like I told you, me and him had a very good rapport before I started my own platform. I was there every day, and then me and a good buddy of mine, me and Mom went everywhere. Everywhere I was, Imam was. And you was with us in Kevin Samuel's room.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, again, I miss Samuels. Did a lot for me, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You know,
Man, it's already been over a year.
I
Man.
know, unbelievable, right?
Yep.
Unbelievable. Yeah, if you don't know what me and Nice is talking about, Mr. Miami just put it in there. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Miami also said the Goody Mob. Oh yeah, yeah. Like I was saying earlier, a couple of seconds ago, you heard my rant. You, this is the supposedly birthplace of hip hop, and you don't hear a damn thing about it.
Well, I want to know is why is there such a disconnect between the hip hop pioneers and this generation of rappers?
Money, money. These kids are the grandkids of the people who started these rappers of today, and they have no respect for the past. And that's the problem with a lot of young people. They have no respect for the past. They live too much for the now. And you're supposed to appreciate the past because the past you learn stuff.
Yeah, they're the ones that paved the way for you to be doing what you're doing now, and I'll 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 boldly say it, because I don't even listen to these rappers these days. That's how trash their music is. It's ridiculous how they don't even honor and respect, the people that paved the way for them to be doing what they're doing right now.
Yeah, I know. It's sad. Without the past, you don't know anything.
Yep.
I can't believe that these kids don't appreciate, uh, um, you know, what was here before. I think a big part of is because they didn't have two parent home.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They didn't have a father who would sit down with them and talk to them about how it was back in the day. And that's sad because I had a father who taught me how it was back in the day.
Yeah, same here. Just
And
shout out
that
to
helped
mom
me
and
a lot.
dad. I because of my parents, I got to experience what real music was back what they was listening to when they was growing up. And even before their time, because my dad, he really liked doo-wop music. And my mom, she was into Motown and like the 60s rock and things like that. My dad
Yeah,
not so much, but he did like doo-wop and he liked classical music.
yeah. Mr. Miami said he misses us too. I wrote to him
Like
again.
like um to piggyback what you were saying, Mace. The motivation behind the yes yes y'all beats that I made was because DJ Academics went on social media and called the hip hop pioneers dusty. I
Yeah,
was like,
he
oh, oh,
destroyed
oh,
them.
no, 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 no,
Yeah,
no. So that's the motivation behind making that beat. When I did that video, how I like put pictures up of like LL Cool J and Rakim and all them that paved the way, the pioneers. That was
yeah,
to give them their flowers.
yeah. I'm glad that, and I'm proud of LL Cool J who called out DJ Academics, made him sound stupid.
Yep.
Because you don't say things like that. That's the problem. These young people have no respect. But you know who's going to fuel the fire for DJ Academics is what Kool Herc did, which was he sold out to the white man so he can get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So he should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame next year. And Fat Joe is going to get all the credit for the beginning of hip hop, which is bullshit.
No, I don't like that, man. Mm-mm.
So heard that a couple of weeks ago. Not like I only heard it already. Uh, the Isley Brothers. I don't know. That wasn't me, bro. I wasn't into fight the power, bro. Yeah, the problem is if you want the truth, a lot of the pioneers sold out. That's the problem. You got Flash and Melly Mel. They got shows on Sirius. Dealing with these young clowns. You know, so it's like they erased the beginning of hip hop. I think uh, Kuda said it best. Unless you made an album, they don't want to hear from you. If this was Latino based, they would be doing the schoolyards, everything you could name. But because it's African American based, and they want to erase everything we do in society, they erase hip hop like it's dark outside right now here in the East Coast. Oh my God, did they erase hip hop? So basically, to them, to the white man and today's white people who follow hip hop didn't start into the 1990s, which I think is sad. I do.
That's crazy. They're deliberately not getting the history right because maybe they can't whitewash it.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Let me see what this concert's going to be at. They're going to have a hip hop Grammys? Are you kidding me? Let me see where this shit's going to be at. I think it's going to be at Yankee Stadium. Oh, Metallica's coming back. Okay.
Oh, they're still touring? Wow.
Well, people still care about them. Let me go back over here. Yeah.
Man, I would love I would love to try time travel back into the um back into the 80s hip hop scene.
Eh. Yeah, it's at Yankee Stadium. Let me get the day where it is. Let me get the date. Yeah, next Friday night, it's going to be at Yankee Stadium. And that tells you all I need to know how corporate it went. Like the white man took it. And you know the headliner is going to be Cartagena, Terror Squad. You got to be fucking
Yuck.
ugly. She's not ugly no more, but when I used to bump into her, Remy Martin, you know her as Remy Ma. Her real name is Remy Martin. Trust me. When she was in the Terror Squad, God, that's who's gonna be running that concert. Little Kim, are you fucking serious? Come
I
on,
think I'll pass.
I'll pass on it too. Gonna have all these light skinned I'm cleaning up for nicer. Gonna have all these light skinned chicks there.
Man, if YouTube wasn't so hard on, people playing music on their shows, I would just say, Mace, let's just have our own hip hop party. But YouTube ain't gonna allow that, man.
No, hell no. Especially next weekend. No. It's a shame how bad hip hop is falling. And you're gonna have fat ass Sherry Shepherd, of course you'll be there. And I was there and I was in the back. I was, chilling with DJ Whipper Whip. Bitch, you don't even know who the hell Whipper Whip is. I mean, come on, girl. And because they'll do the company bullshit line. Well, I don't know him when no one cares about him. Yeah, well, honey, why don't you come here and go to University Ave? No, not even you. Why don't you go to Cypress Avenue and 135th Street, where you come into the borough, the city of the Bronx, right there, and tell those Puerto Ricans about you don't give a damn about whip or whip. See what happens to you, honey. Those chicks are gonna cut your ass so quick you don't know it hit you. Man, wow. I know Grandmaster Caz. Unfortunately, he has to show up because uh, he has to do the festivities. He was the one who came up with this shit. Him and Kool Herc. I saw a lot of that man's concerts nice. As a matter of fact, I think I saw
Oh,
more of him than I did Flash back in the day.
oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh,
As
that's dope.
they will call it today, I was a Casanova groupie. That's what his real name is, Casanova Fly. Wherever Casanova was, the women were the light skinned chicks were there for damn sure, and I was there. Okay.
Wow. So basically, let's say you were put in charge of that big show at Yankee Stadium. Who would you have in the lineup?
Well, Mr. Miami said one right there in the chat, Curtis Blow. I would do all the old school guys.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it wouldn't be at Yankee Stadium, it would be at the park where it started. Hip hop just sold out. It's sad, bro.
Yeah, Yankee Stadium. That's you commercializing it now. Yankee
Mm-hmm.
Stadium. That's a
Right.
good point. Yeah, have it at the park.
Yeah. Houdini passed away, by the way, but yes, I would have invited him. Yes, but he passed away, Houdini. You know that. Passed away, what, in April? March, something like that? February?
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Yeah, I would invite him. Yeah. I will invite Chub Rock, all those guys. Yeah.
Rest
Gangstars
in peace,
passed.
Bismarcky. Um,
Yeah, Biz is gone. Um, cool G Rap, definitely. Do On the Run for us. One of the best hip hop rap songs of all time. He would do that for us. Yes. I would bring back all of them from the late 70s, from the schoolyards, the 80s, and the 90s. I wouldn't do the 2000s. Shady,
right.
50, you stay out in California, do your own shit. I wouldn't invite them. 2 years ago, okay, good, Mr. Miami.
Are you like Mantronics?
Who?
Mantronics.
I never heard of Mantronics. What song do they sing?
They was a group, a duo from the 80s. I heard about them from Kuda's channel. Someone told me one of the beats that I made that they listened to on my channel, it reminded me of Mantronics. So I went and looked them up. They had a pretty good they had some pretty good dope hits. I God, the name of them ain't coming up right now. But yeah, you look up Mantronics on YouTube, you'll find their music.
Here we go. Let's see. Let's see who's gonna be at 50 concert. Okay. It will be okay, they split they invited some of them. But people like Little Baby, Too Short, no, thank you. Future, no. Nelly, yes. Switch Speeds, yes. Glorilla, let me get this shit off out of here. Fuck out of here. Glorilla.
Ah,
Wow, DJ Scorpio is making an appearance. We talked about this man last week or 2 weeks ago. Ice T will be there, yes. He was the first big time rapper on the West Coast, yes. All right, the Grammys are gonna do hip hop. I don't know when the hell the Grammys is. I'll skip it. All right, who else is gonna be there? Run DMC, Little Rain. Can Lil Wayne put two sentences together?
wow.
Kelly, Curtis Blow, Casanova's gonna be there. So basically, and Mr. Miami's favorite group, the Sugar Hill Gang, okay, they did a good job with the list. There's only one problem. This is happening at Yankee Stadium, okay? Which means you're gonna have nothing but corporate head America there. which makes it not entertaining. I would say a word. Well, I will call the women that's going to be at this event, but I will not say in front of nicer. But you know who's going to be there. No, you couldn't pay me to do this. You couldn't pay me to go to this. At least they brought out Roxanne Shante to do it. But here's my question to these guys. What happened to Jay-Z in this? Nas. These are guys we want to hear. Okay? And it didn't start at Yankee Stadium. You're full of shit.
No, that's probably why Nas turned them down.
Look
Nas
at
was
the
like, nah,
look
I
at
don't want no
the
part of that.
look at the trash that's going to be there. And I told Nice a few minutes he was going to be there. Little Kim, you know what she is. Trina, there you go, Mr. Miami. Your girl Trina's going to be there. Remy Ma, T.I., of course, fat ass Carter Gina's going to be there. Ghostface, Lupe Fiasco is going to be there. This shit, you know the sad part thing about this right here? And I'm gonna do
What's
the
that?
race. I'm gonna do the race card right here. There'll be more white folks there than blacks. 10-1.
Yeah, I can see that.
They did a very good job with the guest list, except the guys who we want to see are not there.
Right.
There you go. All right, they're bringing in the kids from the Kips Bay Boys Club, which I was there on many occasions to watch Casanova Fly perform. So they're bringing in all the little kids from all the Boys and Girls Club. So interesting.
Huh.
Would I go to this event? No. The stuff like this, I don't attend. I don't even think about going. I am not a concert guy. Now, if they would have did that in the park that in the where it originated, yeah, I will go there next Friday. Me and my boy will went because we know most of the people from that community back in the day, and a lot of them would have shown up if they would have did it the right way. But like I said, where's Nas Escobar? Where's Sean Carter at? Okay, this the name too. Okay, where the big guns at? Why wasn't they invited? Maybe because these guys who were invited. And what the fuck is Snoop Dogg doing an Ice Cube at a New York event?
Huh.
Ice T, I can understand. He's the beginning of the West Coast rappers. He was the first big time rapper in the West Coast. But why are Ice
Right.
Cube and Snoop there? I
Yeah,
don't want to look
especially
up
after
there.
Snoop did that one song, that New York song.
I mean, do that shit in Inglewood, bro. Go to Inglewood and do your shit out there with E40 and all those guys. 8 Ball. Go out there and do it. Yo, yo. Dre and Ren. Go back out there and do it with them. Do your own celebration out there. I like Ren. I'm not going to lie about it. Willie D, Scarface, UGK. Well, they're not going to invite 3-6 Mafia. One of the reasons is their music was raw, especially back representing. They'll never invite Benny Siegel, bro. Jimmy's dead. They're never going to invite Jackie O. No, they're not inviting Jackie O. The Doors. Stop that. Stop that Doors shit, bro. King Cut.
Oh, you know what just came to mind? Mace.
Yes.
It was some sometime in the mid 2000s, right?
Yeah.
You know who Jean Grey is, the rapper?
No, I never heard of
She
it.
Okay, well, she came out to Minneapolis. We were had a big musical festival here. Um,
Hmm.
they invited b-boys. They like DJs. And Jean Grey was the opening act for the headliner, who was CeeLo Green. Um,
I
but
heard of it.
I went to the show to see Jean Grey, but I stuck around to see CeeLo. But Jean Grey said during her set how New York doesn't do that anymore. And they haven't for quite a while. And she said she was honored to be invited to this musical festival and it was an outdoor festival. We didn't no stadium or nothing like that. It was just people enjoying music outside live like it
Yeah,
should be.
park. Yeah.
Right, right. And the festival was held on the University of Minnesota campus. It was a big open field, and it was just it was just beautiful. I even got to shake Jean Grey's hand when she was performing, because I'm a big Jean Grey fan. I got her right up there with MC Light. um as far as lyricism goes, I think she's number one. But I do got a lot of respect for MC Light because her music was very dope, and I listened to a lot of it growing up.
Did you like Macy Gray?
No, no, I actually got a I shouldn't even say. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to say it. I think she was born a boy.
You want
Yeah,
the
she's
truth
one of
about?
them people.
You want to know the sad part about Macy Gray?
What's
She
that?
was That was like 20 years ago. Time flies fast. She was on that show that used to come on BET late at night. I forgot what it's called. It used to be an interview show. I think it was with Donnie Simpson, I think. So they asked her, how come the black women were asking her back then, why do you sing for white people and not for us? And she came out and told the truth. She said, I just don't feel you black women. I don't feel you. I was taken aback by that. And this video sold. There you go. Thanks, Mr. Miami. The one thing about a lot of these rappers, okay, and entertainers, they cater who caters to them. I can understand that. Like, for example, rap and hip hop. From what shout out to Red Supreme, TV1. He said last week that the Latinos are the ones now that buys the albums and go to the shows, especially out in the West Coast. And they're going to be packed in New York by Yankee Stadium. That's their turf. It's going. I'll take it back. It'll be mostly them in the crowd. And of course, Crazy Legs would show his ass up, talking about he invented the raps, the what's he call that? Damn, actually no, my boy invented it. What the hell is that boogie, the electric boogie thing called?
Electric Boogaloo,
No, it was the group that did the dancing.
the Rock
Oh,
Steady
there you go.
crew.
My boy invented that. True story. It was him and this guy named Speedy was his boy. They were the creators of the Rap City crew. Real talk. And to this day, my boy has beef. Him and uh, Crazy Legs had beef. Still do to this day. And I ask my boy all the time. Yeah, shout out to MC Trouble. I didn't know he left this earth. Trouble was good back in the day. No tribal called Quest. Yeah, no tribe called Quest. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, no tribe called Quest. I didn't see them on the list. No
Yeah,
brand
they probably
Nubian.
didn't want no part of it either.
No brand Nubian. You know it's bad when Glorilla is a headliner. You
Yeah.
know it's bad. You know it's bad. And you're gonna have the media on next week, especially the black women in the media here locally in New York, acting like you know what. I'll say it. 304 is all next week. Okay? And I get the feeling I know why they're doing what they're doing. Because you don't want 60 something light skinned women as your front row headliners in the crowd. Because that's who was, if they would have did what I said they should have did, what they brought back all the schoolyard guys, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, that's all will be in the crowd. Because that's all he used to go to these jams. I saw them all night. Except in Harlem. Harlem, we had some brown skinned sisters rocking there, sheepskins. Nope, no Eric B and Rakim. Yep, they're not there on the list. No, exactly. And I get the feeling why they didn't want those group of guys there. And nicer, you could take a guess why.
Yeah, I really don't want to say it because you know, I was raised if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. But you know, it it's
It's a clean reason why they don't want them there. Because they sing positive music. And they don't want that. When you put Glorilla as your headliner, you know what type of music they want in that stadium, folks.
oh, I'll say it like this, Mace, because I have a great deal of respect for artists who have integrity and respect, so much respect for their music that when they sense something bogus, that like this event here, they're like, no, they don't want to attach their name to it. That art people like that, I have a great deal of respect for them. Cause they're, it's not like they're um I got a clout chase, you know, so yeah, I'm gonna go viral on this and that. Um it's 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 kind of hard to explain, Mace, because you don't see that kind of integrity, and you haven't seen it in music in a while. And this goes goes across the board. I'm talking about all genres. It's a you know, you can listen to a song and you can tell that the person who made that song um is singing from the heart, and that's what's missing in today's music. It's too superficial, it's too shallow. There's no
Yeah,
substance or real meaning behind it, you know, and it
yeah.
hasn't been for a while now.
And they really don't care what people like you, purists, what you think. That's the sad part.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Sure you go. You're just being a hater. Stop being a hater.
Mm-hmm.
I could hear him now. I know exactly what you're saying, Mace. But you know what? I'm gonna stand by that I because I'm like a purist at heart. 'Cause like I said earlier, I grew up listening to the music that my parents listened to when they was growing up, and you know, there definitely is a difference um between that music and today's music. It's really there's really no comparison at all when you think about it.
You're right. All right, the Braves win tonight. They beat the Angels 5-1. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I think it's crazy that I don't know what to say. I'm glad. Seriously, I'm glad I'm not going. If they would celebrate the true fathers of hip hop, yeah, I would go. Not Yankee Stadium, but I would went to an event. But the way they're doing it and the way they have really phased out the pioneers and Kool Herc selling out, I think it's a tragedy. I really do. I think it's sad. I really do. I think it's a tragedy if you ask me.
I agree. I agree with that.
I mean, this music is supposed to bring joy and happiness, and all you get now is young women exposing themselves and talking stupidity, and you got guys, young boys talking about killing each other and proud to kill one another and doing crazy things to the family's grave. It's crazy. Yeah, no Run DMC. Eric Clapton is not gonna be at the concert.
No, you said Eric Clapton. You stupid.
Oh,
But
speaking of
but
that,
Mace,
yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna say something about
you're
the.
absolutely right. What you just said there, that pretty much sums it up. You know, these women, so-called rappers, they're the thing is, well, you got how vulgar can you get with your lyrics and with your twerking and all that stuff that they were doing. I can't remember the woman's name who was at the Essence Festival a couple weeks ago who actually flashed the crowd. I don't know why you would do. It's just no class at all with this generation of music, none at all.
Yeah, and you know the sad part is
What's
white
that?
boys and Latino guys buying the music. So that's how they make their money. Their records are going to be bought, so they can act all they want that way. It may not sell to decent people like me, you, and 305, but to a lot of others, especially under 20, I mean, under 26, they love it. It's crazy. It really is. Gorilla music is crap. Yeah, I can't believe she is one of the headliners next Friday night. I'll skip it. I will definitely skip that fiasco. Death sentence, as I will call it.
But you know what? You got your platform. You're gonna do your own tribute, and we're all gonna be here, and it's gonna be authentic, and it's gonna be way more lit than whatever they're gonna have going on over there at Yankee Stadium. I can already tell you that confidently from that lineup that you just you just shared with us. Is I'd rather be here.
I appreciate that. Yeah, because I'm looking at this group of people. They got people I do respect for sure, but this other, the people who they brought in, I think it's a travesty. I do, and makes this tells you how much hip hop has gone to the dogs. I mean, I stopped listening to it honestly. 2001, I stopped listening to it.
I don't blame you.
I said, I'm getting a little too old for this. Let me go back in time and listen to some old music from the 70s. Got my mind off that hip hop stuff. That's right, no blues, no whistle. Hey, Miami, yeah, Benny Siegel ain't gonna be there. I'm pretty sure KRS-One will pop up, unless they told him don't show up either. Because again, positive vibes. But my question to them is, if you're gonna have uh Boule Latinos and Negroes there and some white folks and a bunch of cronies in the crowd, you might as well bring in the positive me. Oh, yeah, but then again, these kids never heard positive hip hop before.
Right.
I mean, you're under 22. You never heard this. What a travesty. What a travesty. Thank God I'm not there. Oh boy, thank God I'm not there. Oh man. Wow. Thank the Lord I am not there Friday night. Next Friday night. Not this Friday night, folks. Next Friday night. As the hip hop community sold out. That's why guys like me will not be there. Let me turn my chair around. See what's happening in baseball. I'm right here. All right. Valdez for the Astros is pitching a no hitter through seven against, you guessed it, Mr. Miami, against the Indians. Let me go over there. I'll keep you abreast and see if he's going to pitch that no hitter tonight. The beautiful Nicer, the Beatmaster Queen, is up here with me tonight. 40s music. No, 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 no. I'm not listening. I'm not listening to my grandmother's music, Mr. Miami. Sorry, Grandma. I'm not listening to the old boogie oogie and on the. I forgot what they call that music from the Andrews sisters. I'm not listening to that. I'm not listening to the Boogle Boy and Company B. I'm sorry. Just not. That's not me. That's Grandma's music.
40s, that was the swing era, wasn't it? Like
Yes.
the big bands? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Ella
That's,
Fitzgerald and all them.
yes. Justin Verlander went back to the Astros today. Yes. Yeah, that's Grandma's music. I don't listen to that. Benny Goodman, Duke Ellington. Yeah, that's my grandmother. That's not me, folks. So,
Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Shibby dibby doo bop, dibby dibby doo.
yeah, I'll get my boy up here. Not up here. I'll interview him. And
Who's that?
my boy, shout out to Ron Wizikowski, one of the co-founders of the uh, Rock Steady crew. A bunch of boogie boys dancing. BX back in the good old days. This would be the early 1980s.
Oh, wow.
So, I went to a, well, we used to hang out. They had a battle one night, and it was my boy and Speedy. Those are the guys who found it. There was battling against two other guys, a guy named Junior and another guy named Lou Tony. And the hit song, and back in those days, they played the long version on the boombox. The hit song that November freezing night in the BX 1981 was Junior's Mama Used to Say. And the audience will pick who won. And there was a lot of people watching them uh, break dance, but they were more doing the electric boogie. They wasn't doing break. They was doing the electric boogie. And my boy and his boy won. The audience picked, and I'm telling you, it was like 10 degrees that night in Bronx, New York. Good thing it was a Friday night. I had to go to school. Yes, Mr. Miami Jr. Yes, 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 yes.
That's dope.
Yeah, I'll interview him up here. I'll bring him up here one day and talk to him about those days. Talk to him tonight, by the way, before I came up here. That's why I pushed the time back. I was talking to him a little bit. When I interview him, I ask him all those questions about those days compared to now. And I know I don't know, I can't speak for him, but I'm curious what he thinks about Glorilla being one of the headliners at Yankee Stadiums. I think it's a goddamn joke. All right,
Well, that's
Valdez.
crazy. Talk
Valdez.
about someone that just got famous yesterday that they didn't really put in the work to or pay their dues to actually be be um be a top billing at an event like that. That lets you know that this whole event is bogus.
Exactly. Miami's right. Rockwell. Somebody's watching me. Miami, remembers that was his kid years back then. That back in those days when Miami was a little kid like that, those are the songs you sing in the classroom. All right, Valdez four outs away from a no hitter. Everybody down in Houston. Yeah, watching me was 83. Yeah, because that was the year New Edition came out. Yep, remember that like it happened yesterday. Oh my God, was New Edition big? So was what was that family? The Barge.
Yeah, the DeBarge family. Yeah,
Yeah, every all the women love the Barge.
back in the 80s. Yeah, that was one of my mom's favorite groups too. That's how I heard
Since I
about their
got you
music
over
was from
there,
my mom.
let me find out what year and where these guys are from. No, there we go. McMurphy and the boys. Let's see what happened to him. McMurphy and the boys. Yeah, he is. McMurphy. Oh man, I love this. It's amazing what you can find out about the group. Mick and Dave. You ever like the system? Or nicer?
The system, yeah. They that joint on Don't Disturb This Groove.
Oh yes, 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 yes. Yes. Every time I hear that, I just sit and listen. Yes.
Pay attention. Are you listening? You're my favorite girl.
Yep.
Excuse me for a moment. Yeah, that's my jam.
Yeah.
I'm in another world.
Yeah, I like McMurphy back in those days. That's the black guy with the Jerry curls, the the vocalist, the singer, because I had similar hair to him back in those days. I ain't cut my hair to, believe it or not, to 2010. I cut all my hair, and people said to me,
Wow.
"You look like a grown adult now." Whatever that means. Prince, 1999. Yes, yes, one of my favorite songs. Yes, the system is fresh. Hell yeah. Yes.
I gotta give a shout out to Marco because he's a big fan of that '80s music, and he's got a channel where he does the reactions where he has girls dancing to all them old school joints, man. Like I was cracking up. The one he did for Digital Underground had that Humpty Dance song.
That
I was
song was
like cracking up, man. That was freaking hilarious.
that guy, Humpty D, that put Northern California on the map because no one cared about MC Hammer until the last song he ever made.
Right.
Oh yeah, MC Hammer, 305. Put a one in the chat. Didn't MC Hammer go out with a bang when he did Pumps and the Bumps and Too Legit to Quit? Put a one in the chat. You agree?
Yeah, those two songs you just named, the song he did We Gotta Pray Just to Make It Today, where he sampled Prince on that song, and of course, the big one, um those four songs, those are the ones I know from MC Hammer.
Yeah, because what happened to him was uh, Ice Cube destroyed MC Hammer, called him, a coon and all that. And, that was the rise of LA hip hop. And, you know, people looked at Hammer as a sellout. But Hammer said, okay, this is what you think of me. Well, my next two solo singles, I'll show you how black I am. Goddamn, he is out of the park. That's a man who left on exactly. That's a man who left on top was MC Hammer. Too legit to quit. All the athletes was in that video.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that video. I remember seeing David Robinson in that video.
Yep,
Um,
they were all in there. All the athletes was in there. Yeah, MC Hammer's broke now. Yeah, well, you shouldn't put back in those days, which was a lot of money, 30 years ago. You shouldn't put a $20 million mansion in the ghetto, dumbass. And that's exactly what he did. Miami, put a one in the chat. No, when MC Hammer put his mansion in the middle of the ghetto where he grew up at, put a one in the chat. You remember that? Yeah, Mr. Miami said facts. Yep. Once he did that and people got a word of it, that was it for him. And Ice Cube destroyed him. And so did a group called Third Base. One of my favorite rap songs ever. Pop Goes the Weasel. Remember that, Mr. Miami? When they
I
made
I
fun,
I don't know that song.
of Vanilla Ice.
Right, Vanilla Ice. Pop pop goes the weasel, the
There you
weasel.
go. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That song was hot. I used to watch Video Music Box every day. They used to lead off with that. Either that or I Want to Play with My Yo-Yo every day back in 1991. In the late 80s, that was when R&B was still, big back then, before the 90s took over and those women tore it up. They used to always lead off with what's my group? I just said loose ends. Always with loose ends. Hanging on a string. I forgot the other one they sang. And the one they used to play a lot was Nights of Pleasure. Rap City in the 90s. Yep, third base. Yeah, I love Rap City back. I never, I'm gonna shock everybody here, even though I ain't that too many people, but I'm gonna surprise everybody. I've never watched MTV not one day in my life.
I used to watch MTV back when they was playing music videos, but when they went to start doing like reality shows and all that other silly stuff, I was like, no thanks.
Well, I will tell you what happens in the top of the ninth when I come back. I'm gonna take my medicine. I'll be back in 3 quick minutes. Nice, you can hold it down. But we're gonna find out if this kid Valdez gonna pitch a no hitter. I'll be back just in time for the beginning of it. Give me 3 minutes, everybody. I'll be right back. Hey,
All
nice.
right. Uh, Shout out to 305 in the chat and everybody else kicking it with us. Let's see if I got something I can play for y'all. Have a nice little intermission. Let's see what I got stored. If I got anything stored on my phone that y'all haven't heard yet. I hope everyone's having a good week so far. That y'all staying cool. It's the first day of August. It's one of the hottest months of the summer. So I hope y'all staying cool, drinking plenty of water. Hanging out in the shade. Let's see here. I'll play one for y'all. This is called the Omens. This is one of my favorite beats that I made. Let me get the kind of volume up so y'all can hear it. And here we go.
Seriously, pitch that.
Yeah, so that's probably one of my all-time favorite beats that I made that I'm very proud of. And I'm still surprised. I was like, wow, I created that.
It's amazing what you can do, right?
Exactly.
Because like I always said, since I came into the spaces we've been in 9 years ago, I mean 9 years ago, 4 years ago, there's a lot of talented people that we run into. One thing people should do is appreciate others' talents. The problem with a lot of black folks is they're too cliquish. And that's never good. Oh, I'm pretty excited to do the gambling show up here with Platinum Elite. That's going to be crazy.
A what show? What you got? What you got going on?
Gambling. Like every Friday night, he's going to pick the games in football, who he likes, and in college football.
Oh,
Ben
okay.
Simmons, Jordan Love, Tua, Kevin Durant, Westbrook, Zion Williamson, LeBron. I thought we wasn't talking about NBA. All right, Valdez. All right, Valdez is one out away, 2 strikes away from a no hitter. And I'll let Mr. Miami know if it's gonna happen, since he's a big Astros fan. 2 strikes away. One strike away. People got the video cameras out. Let you know right now, folks. No hitter for Valdez. He did it. So Valdez pitches a no hitter for the Astros, 2-0 Houston.
Woohoo!
As they dump a whole container of congratulations. Now, back to what we was talking about. Yeah, they don't make groups like that no more. It's sad. It's sad that today's young people are so disconnected from good music.
Well, I can't really blame this young generation because what real life experience do they have outside of social media? Because they're the first generation to grow up with have that in their life for their whole life. Um, because I know we was well I would include the millennial generation as well. Probably the last generation of kids that actually played outside. Um, watch cartoons. Um, ride bikes and all the normal stuff kids did before the internet came along. But this young generation that's all they really know is social media.
Yes, I agree with you. They were brought up on the internet. It's sad. And all the internet has caused is divide, hate, more hate. You know, I think it's sad. And another thing about today's young people, very rude, very brash at adults.
Oh yeah, that entitlement. Yep.
Would you like to come up and brag What up, though? Come on up and drop the link.
Oh, who's that? Start P?
Yes, it is.
What up, though?
Come on up, champion. I had no dog in the fight, but I've known him and NBA fan went at it for like an hour and a half up here.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
I was rooting for Bud Crawford because I just felt like he was the better fighter. Not to take anything away from Spence, he's an excellent fighter. I just felt like Bud had his number from the first bell, from the opening bell. And I was able to catch someone posted the fight on YouTube the next day, so I was able to watch it. But yeah,
I
I
never
think it
paid.
was a really good fight.
Well, let's introduce him. He is here. He is the biggest um, Crawford fan on the planet. Come on up, champion. There you go. What up, though? Star
What
P.
up, though? What up, though? What up, though?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. What up with you,
What's up,
Big
Star
Mac
P?
Daddy Mace? What's happening with it, Nice? What up, though?
Star
What's
P
happening with my
stepping.
folks?
Star
You know
P
what I'm
stepping.
saying? You already know how it goes.
Star P stepping.
Yeah,
Talking in
though.
the background.
You say what?
Your mic is bugging out, bro.
Is it? All right, let me fix
Fix it.
it. Let me fix it.
Yep. I thought the bees were attacking.
Yeah.
He had a fight with NBA fan up here 3 years ago about Spence Crawford. And he almost lost his mind up here. But I miss my old beach buddy property, my man right here. Believe it or not, Nicer, I miss all those guys.
Say that again.
All the guys used to come up here in the past. I miss all of them. Star P was D1.
Hey, Mac Daddy Mace, is that any better or no?
Perfect.
That's
What's up,
good?
champ?
That's good?
Yeah, you're perfect. Yeah, congratulations, man.
Oh, look, man, this time for Omaha, my little ass city, as everybody say, little
Mm-hmm.
small, little rinky dink Omaha, right? The
Mm-hmm.
knock the motherfucking big bad wolf off his motherfucking kilter. Knocked him off his motherfucking seat and said, "This belongs to me."
I remember that night.
How
I was
about it?
telling Nicer about this a minute ago. That night when you and NBA fan went at it, bro.
Look, you know how mad, bro. Look,
Mm-hmm.
hey, look. I don't step. I'm not the type of cat that step on people when they down.
Mm-hmm.
Much love to Spence, but look, man, motherfuckers not fucking with. They're not fucking with Crawford, man. I keep saying this. People just say, "Oh, you're from Omaha," and you're nigga. I'm like, what? What does that mean? What does it matter where you're from? I'm curious about that. I'm wondering what
You know
that
what?
what that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna give it right back to you. It doesn't matter where you come from, bro. As long as you're cool people, I don't care where you come from. Go ahead, bro.
Well, what I'm saying when it comes to combat, though, when it comes to sports, when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to competitive anything, what does where you come from? What does that matter? Where is this whole allure about? Oh, because I'm from here, there's a certain expectation or there's a certain way that people already have an assumed belief on how someone is going to be. Am I making sense of what I'm asking when I
Yeah,
put
you
my
make it
question?
Oh,
sense,
you're
bro. I
spot
understand.
on.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, bro.
So I just wondered about that. I always wondered about that because people, they done made movies about Omaha. They done, mother eating bananas. Like I eat bananas, but I'm not a goofy like with the Bible. Like I eat. Come on,
Don't
fruit is
forget
good.
Peyton
So
Manning.
what you saying? So in the Belly movie, so you saying people shouldn't eat bananas? Is that the message you trying to put out to the world? People shouldn't eat bananas. Is that what you trying to say?
I
Like, what are
guess.
you like? What are you what is the message that's really being depicted when people look at certain things and try to equate it to weakness?
It's true.
Because look at a gorilla. What a gorilla eat? He eat nothing but plants and fucking fruits and vegetables. And that's the strongest motherfucker in the jungle. So what are we talking about? What are we saying when these images and people accept this as a way to judge or to look down on someone from somewhere that they're not from. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not from where you're from.
Exactly.
I don't understand that.
I mean, I have a lot of fun talking about being from. I'm a big bad New Yorker, and we invented hip hop. We got the Yankees, but in reality, I
No, that's
don't give a
dope.
damn. No,
That's
no, no.
dope.
I don't. Yeah, but I don't give it. I really don't give a damn about that, bro. That's
Man.
To me, that's BS talk, bro.
When
Really,
it comes to me, let me say this, big dog, Mac Daddy Mace, man. But
appreciate that.
to me, bro, it come down that we all people, man. We
Exactly.
all people. And if we can't relate on a level of being people, then we don't have nothing at the end of the day. If we can't recognize someone's specialty or something that someone is good at, and if we don't want to give gratitude or props to someone that we see as great, even though it may be a time where okay, maybe me myself, I may not be as great as this certain particular individual in this certain area, but I'm great in another area. I don't have to be great in the area that person is in, and there's no reason to be envious. There's no
Yeah.
need to be. There's no reason to be hatred. Where is the hatred? Where is it coming from? Because you want that. What is that? I don't understand. I don't understand that.
I agree. I'm not just saying to say it. I do agree with that. It doesn't make sense, bro. But you got a lot of dumbasses who act like that, bro. You know that. I know that in our culture, bro. And of course, you know the white man acts that way because
Yeah, the pinky does act that way.
the pinky.
I call that motherfucker Pinky. That's my
Yeah,
name.
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to come up, man, and say big ups to Omaha, man. Great victory. And keep your head up, Spence. I don't think you want to do the rematch because I think it's gonna be worse.
That's what Stephen A. Smith
Oh yeah,
said.
Don't do it. Don't do the rematch, bro, because it's gonna be bad. If Ennis wants some smoke, he can get his boots smoked off his feet if he wants to smoke. He gonna get his boots knocked. He gonna get his boots smoked off his feet. Hey, boots is nice. But and then Tank was kind of talking. So I heard some Tank was now that one will be a good one, but I still think Crawford will pull it off. Tank is nice though. Both of them motherfuckers are what's the word for mental fucking advanced mental fucking shit. I don't even know that it's not equilibrium, but they're cerebral. Both of them cats are very cerebral when it comes to boxing. You know what I'm saying? So that would be a good one. If Tank, I don't know if Tank want to take that though. If he want to come up eventually over time, I don't know. I don't know if he want to do that because he gonna have a match made. But I know Crawford calling out Charlo. Charlo don't want no smoke. His twin brother just got smacked in the face by Plant. I'm like, what? Like, hold up. You Texas niggas, y'all niggas supposed to be these hard niggas. You let this pinky boy just smack you in your face and you ain't do nothing? You just sat there looking stupid, moping around, walking around. Did you see that, Mace?
Yeah, I didn't see the fight, but I heard.
No. Did you see the fucking press conference? Caleb Plant fucking smacked the other twin in the face in the backstage, bro. They showed that shit. You ain't seen that?
No, I ain't
During
see
the Crawford fucking Spence fucking weigh-in.
Damn.
Smacked his ass like shut the fuck up. He called him a boy and everything. The pinky boy. And ain't nobody got nothing to say about that. That's cool. That's okay. Everybody cool. Y'all ain't trying to get at that. Y'all ain't trying to get at Plant. Y'all on the sideline. See, that's what I mean. These pinkies be coming to pull you niggas cords.
It's true, bro.
Like y'all motherfucking hard. You ain't hard when it comes to these fucking pinkies, but you hard when it comes to your own brother that look like you. That
Exactly. I
shit
hate
is
that so
hilarious.
much,
That shit is
bro.
funny to me.
Oh God, I hate
Where's
that.
all that hard shit when it come to these fucking pinkies?
I agree.
Where's it at?
It's never there, bro.
You punk ass niggas.
I agree with that.
And excuse my aggression, but I'm just saying, I'm just
Sorry, I
expressing
know you,
the
bro. Don't worry.
reality of the things. The nigga so tough when it comes to somebody that look like him.
Yep.
But nigga so weak when it comes to somebody that's a pink motherfucker. That
It's
never
true.
made sense to me.
Never made sense to me either. I mean, bro, everybody. Here's the sad thing about us as black men. Everybody's our enemy. They just don't realize it. Everybody's our enemy.
And these motherfuckers be thinking these motherfuckers is their friends. And you know, look, excuse me for any other culture of people, but y'all people, I'm not saying individuals, but y'all people is actually against us. You, as whoever is like here, that is an individual, you might particularly yourself is not against people that look like me, but your culture is against people that look like me. That's a problem.
Yep, facts.
Yeah, you can step aside like, no, I'm not like that. But no, the majority of your folks is against people that look like me.
Exactly. And
that's
sadly,
the distinction.
And brother, the saddest part that's worse, and you saw it with that pearly thing chick. A lot of us as a tribe, I would say, I think this is a good number. I'll say over 80% hate each other. Men and women, men against men, men against women, women against women, men against. It's sickening, bro. I can't be around that type of toxic, bro. That's why I stay in here, bro.
Look, Mace, look, you're older, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I'm saying? You up there. I don't expect you. I mean, you did. I don't know what effort that you put forward, but I know you know. I'm not saying you don't have the energy, but I'm just saying like it's not. I don't think it's in your hands anymore as far as, you know what I'm saying, your group. It's really like my era and the era under me, to where we got to figure out a way to, because I'm not going to be able to do nothing alone, because there's too many fronts that's against me as an individual. So what can I do against a million motherfuckers? Like what the fuck? How am I about to take maybe 100 motherfuckers, and then a million motherfuckers just run me over? I don't know if I would be able to take 100. I'll do my best. You know what I'm saying? If it came down to like some fighting war type stuff, you know what I'm saying? But eventually I'll be overcome. My thing is, it's up to the generation to get how can I say this? Some type of formulative strategy to be able to fend against what's already been pressed on us. So I have a few different solutions. One is to get into the political realm, because to me that's the main thing. A lot of us don't know about this political asylum that's going on out here, and that's what's running in all these cities and these states. It's the political, it's the state governments, it's these local governments that's running these pockets of cities. And to me, it's got to be a way to formulate some type of I don't want to say cult, but some type of membership, to where the aim is to overturn whatever it is that they're trying to implement. We have to push back. If we just sit back and don't do nothing, we're gonna be overtaken by policy. Policy and law that motherfuckers right. You know what I'm saying?
Me and Nicer was talking about
Go ahead.
The 50th anniversary of hip hop. And me, her, and 305 was talking about the guest list, bro. And they left a lot of the old school rappers off the list. And I told Nicer the reason why is they sing and preach positivity. And the last thing the Pinkies want is for people like Glorilla to preach good things. Instead, she's gonna be there. That sexy red chick is gonna be there. Bro, you got to be kidding me. You really got to be kidding me. 305 said that you and Terrence Crawford come from the children of the corn.
Say that one more time.
He said you come from the children of the corn.
Yeah.
Nebraska, baby.
Cornhuskers. Yeah, that's true.
Best steaks in the world.
That's what it is. Steaks, farmland,
meat and potatoes. Yep, that's what I love to eat.
Provide the country with a lot of food. That's a fact.
I agree.
Apples, fruits, vegetables. A lot of the country get that shit from right here where we at, where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So when people start to undermine that as if that's not worth nothing, yeah, all right, you better pump your brakes because Nebraska is a food source. To be honest,
yeah,
y'all could clown all y'all want to, but let's say Nebraska go out of work. Where you getting your food from? You ain't gonna grow no fucking food in no damn city building. You need some land. You need some land to grow a mass amount of food. You need land. There's a lot of land out here. You know what I'm saying? Not particularly where I'm from, but the state itself. So people can clown and talk all they want to, man. But I already know the Nebraska's worth, man. Can't nobody say nothing. Can't nobody speak down on my motherfucking state. So whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna have a boxing night in here. I gotta do it. We have to have a boxing show in here,
bro.
You know, moving forward.
If you do something like that,
I will.
Look. Let me say this. Let me say this, Big Mac Daddy Mace. Look, bro. Do y'all not know, like, country boys like me, like, you know, we had to figure out stuff to do. So like fighting, running around the block, playing basketball, all like any type of sports activity was a regular thing for us because we ain't had nothing else to do. We ain't got shit where we from. We ain't got no amusement parks and all these little places you could go. Like, we got a little move, but it ain't nothing special like that, spectacular. We literally had to be creative, man. And I think that's one key that a lot of you cats that's not from Omaha don't realize. And we soak up from all the coasts. We soak up from the West Coast. We soak up game from the East Coast. We soak up game from the South. So we got a mixture of everybody in us. A lot of people don't understand that, Mace.
I know, but you're right.
They don't understand that shit. So, I mean, I just, look, it is what it is. I'm not saying, like, Texas aerospace ain't no country, nigga. I'm just saying we different. We different.
Mm-hmm.
We different in the Midwest. Now, I don't even like to say Midwest. We right in the middle. I'm all right smack dab in the middle, from the east to west, to south to north to south. We right in the middle of this motherfucker. You feel me?
Yeah, you dead smack in the middle.
So, you know, it's just different, man. But yeah, but I ain't mean to interrupt what you was getting into something. You was talking about something. I ain't mean to interrupt.
Oh, I said to you that I will have a fight. I will have a fight night boxing show up here probably every Saturday night. What the hell?
Every Saturday? Okay, I'll be here, man. I love boxing, man. You know.
I know. I'm gonna let you guys have the platform too, because I don't know a damn thing about these fighting. Man.
Oh my goodness, man! So, you know I love boxing. How long we've been talking about this, Mace?
About 3 years.
And how long I've been saying he about to knock this? How many times I said it?
Yeah, bro. I remember that big night. You're an NBA fan, bro. Yeah, you an NBA fan, but bro.
Now, where these cats at now? They ain't saying nothing. They quiet.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what it's
Crawford represents. Crawford,
you know what I'm saying?
Represents the Cornhuskers, folks. How's your boy doing?
No, he good, man. I'll keep trying to put this programming into his head, like as far as these computers and stuff and this AI, because I already know the tech world. That's where it's at. I keep trying to throw it in front of them, like, hey son, you need to start getting into this right now while it's early. You know what I'm saying? You could do your own thing, or you could work for a corporation or whatever the fuck you want to do, but you got to understand these damn machines, because that's where everything is going. So I keep putting that in his face. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where everything is going to that. Everything is going tech, bro.
Yeah, my nephew years ago said the best thing that he ever did was listen to me. Carl told him to go into computers. He said, "Nah, I want to do this. I want to do that." But now he's a very good graphics designer, and
Yeah, exactly, bro. Fuck
yeah,
all any other fucking thing. Look, if you ain't into tech and you ain't into computers and computer science and engineering and shit, you on the wrong wave. Because everything is going into the fucking tech realm.
facts.
That's what it is.
Yes,
There's no way around it. Crypto, even the stock market, everything is tech. Every fucking thing. You start your car, you open your door to your house. Everything is going. Look, come on, man. So people better stop playing. Or you're gonna be left behind. You better start getting up on your tech game for
it's
real.
true. Yeah, I'm glad I got my nephew into.
But yeah,
And he
my,
loves
my,
it.
my thing is, my boy, he just want to play game. I'm like, son, once you learn how to make the game, I'm trying to
Yeah,
flip it on him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mm,
no, make the game that people want to play.
yep.
Because that, you know what that means? When you make the game that people want to play, that means they gotta pay you.
We make up
That's
a
what
pretty
that's
penny too.
what that means. You
And
feel me? So, but yeah,
guys
that's
make
where
one
I'm at with
game. No, that's okay. Guys make one video game in their life. They get millions and millions. They're sitting on their own private yacht for the rest of their life.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
facts.
And the system don't want people that look like me and you to be successful. They want to try to downplay like we some stupid motherfuckers. Granted, there's stupid people in every group of people.
That's true. Yes,
But
there
the thing,
is.
but the thing is, there are gifted people in every group of people also, and I think that myself and others are part of those groups of people that are gifted in certain intellect and certain talents. So can't let that shit go to waste, man.
It's true, bro.
You know what I'm
I'm gonna
saying?
keep. I'm gonna keep nicer and star P up here with me. I'm gonna drop the link so 305 can lay in bed resting his mouth so he can join us. And the rest of you, I will see you tomorrow. No show on Thursday, folks. I'm taking the night off. I forgot what the hell was happening on Thursday. I said, nah, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Oh, the first exhibition game. I don't care about that crap. I'm not gonna even be around to even talk about it. But go ahead, continue, fam. Waiting for 305 to pop up, and then
No, I was just saying, bro. I ain't got nothing much to say. Like besides, the talent and things that go unrecognized. You know what I'm saying? And how there's a whole system that a motherfucker is against, man. And a lot of people don't know aren't even aware of that. And it's perpetrators and imposters trying to, you know, displace us from our rightful birthright and stuff. And I ain't gonna, man. Look, bro, I know too much stuff about this thing, man. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. If we were to be left alone to our own devices, we would be successful. We already been successful, but society tried to paint it as if we always been these downtrodden as individuals or people in society where our people already had successful businesses, successful banks, successful exchanges, and all kind of different things. But I don't understand this shit.
yeah,
It just it gets downplayed, and then all the buildings and all the things that looks like it's been successful has been built off of someone else, and that someone else is people that look like me and you, man.
it's sad, isn't it?
It's super sad. And then all the foreigners that come into this damn country and act like they fucking from this motherfucker. I don't like that shit, man. and then when I look their nose up, but you know what's funny to me? They look their nose up at a motherfucker, but this the reason why they do it because they get briefed by the government.
Oh
They
yeah,
work.
when they come
They
to
work.
immigration.
Their motherfucking foreigners work for the government.
Oh yeah,
They work for
I
the
agree with that.
motherfuckers.
I agree with that. I mean, just look at my man from Fresh and Fit.
Come on, man. Infiltrating information and the things that they don't even talk about or they don't think about. They come around and try to attach themselves to certain things that people already been talking about that's actually from here. And then they have the resources to create a platform to be able to talk about those same things where those that don't have the resources aren't able to do those things as far as talk about those certain points on that level when it's already been talked about. Like this ain't no new shit. Like y'all motherfuckers are the new motherfuckers that are just now hearing this. This ain't nothing new. Niggas been talking about this shit.
I agree. I totally agree, bro.
So
Facts.
what is all this this whole allure like this is something new? Like no, people have been talking about this shit for years, man.
I agree. I definitely agree
So I
with that.
just find it interesting how certain individuals that have certain resources there or where they have certain connections with certain media outputs where they're able to get their message out faster than those that are in the underground, man. It's always been that way, bro. It's always been that way. Same thing with the music. Certain music, it be underground stuff that's popping on the underground. Next thing you know, it's be somebody mainstream that got certain resources, certain access to media outlets, and they're able to put something similar to what was brought out on the underground and have their own rendition of that same thing, and it'll appear to the world as if that's something fucking new, and that's not correct.
Facts.
That's not
I
the
agree.
original.
I agree with that. No doubt.
Nate 305 said he's backstage.
Right on time.
We
All
start
right,
P.
everybody.
Nothing but facts.
All right,
Hey,
everybody. Me, Star P, and Nice and 305. We're out. We'll see you tomorrow night. It's gonna be fun up here. Let you talk anything you want on Friday. Back to football. You're sticking around, Star P. We're gonna continue this. For Mr. Miami, I will do this right now. Shawn Michaels is the new Intercontinental Champion and Heavyweight Champion, and he has left the building. Repeat, Shawn Michaels have left the building. Good night, everybody. We'll see you on People in the Clouds. Thank you. We will see you tomorrow night. I'll come on a little early because I want to get out of here earlier. So we'll see you tomorrow night, everybody. Let's see what's being said here.
good night.
Oh, sorry about that, Miami. That's right. Mr. Miami just said Shawn Michaels has left the building. Good night, family. Love you. See you tomorrow night.